Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Like I said, I don't have an introduction yet. I don't even have, it even feels awkward to say welcome back to my channel. So yeah, anyway, let's get straight into it. So y'all know I'm still in the book of Exodus, and I just finished reading chapters 15 and 16. And right before I read that, I was sitting here driving my son to piano class, and I was just thinking, because I had a check in the mail yesterday, and it was not like a large amount that I thought, and I started to become ungrateful, because I'm like, I need a little bit more than this. Like, I have this due, this due, this due, and this due. And but then I had to stop myself, and I'm like, thank you, Lord, for providing. Thank you, Lord, for providing just what I need just for the day, right? Because most times we think that when we ask God to provide for us, we need you to supply everything right now for the next couple days. And it's literally I need all the money in hand right now so that I don't have to worry about tomorrow. But God always says, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow has its own worries. You have to take each day, day by day. So he kind of reminded me of that even before I started reading. So then in chapters 15, they were just praising God for just throwing their enemies into the Red Sea. He made a way for them to escape without being drenched by the water. But as soon as their enemies and Pharaoh's army tried to attack them, the Lord allowed the waters to come in and crash down on them. And the his greatest army, Pharaoh's greatest army, ended up drowning and dying in the Red Sea. So they were just praising, worshiping God for how he just brought them out and how he just saved them. So they ended up wandering, into the desert, ended up going into the desert, and they started to complain, Moses, y'all just brought us out here to die. What was the point? Again, at least in bondage, we had some meat, we had some food, all that stuff was ready for us. All we had to do was eat it. And then later on in the chapter, that's when God began to provide manna. And the Lord's instruction when he provided manna for them in the desert was, take what you need for the day, and discard the rest. Don't try to hold it for the morning, because again, I will provide for you the next day. You don't have to worry about tomorrow. Gather what you need, just what you need. Don't grab too much, don't grab too little. Grab just what you need for the day. And I'm like, man, Lord, all right. I hear you. It's so funny how he speaks to exactly what you need, and exactly what you need to hear, and remind you that I will provide for you in the day, for the day. Don't think about tomorrow, because tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow has its own issues. Today is what you need to focus on. If you have enough for the day, you have enough. He provided for you, and you have to be grateful in that, because even in God providing, they were still wanting to be greedy. And then he had, he set the Sabbath day. So on the 6th day, he said that gather enough for 2 days, because on the Sabbath, I don't want you going out and gathering. I want you to be resting. And so some try to go out and nothing was there, or they didn't gather enough for the 6 days, so they didn't have anything. And then those who gathered on the other days, who tried to be greedy and hold the manna into the morning, it would stink, it would smell. But because God told them that on the 6th day, that if they gather enough for 2 days, it won't smell. He will preserve it so that they will still be able to eat, even on the day that he said don't gather. So what I got from that was just, God is faithful, and he honors his word. So when he tells you to not worry about what is to come, or not to worry about the next day, don't. Give it to him. Lay it at the altar. Lay it at his feet and say, God, I trust you. God, I trust that you will provide. God, I trust that you have this in control. There's no need for me. What will worrying do? Will it change anything? Will it change anything? If I didn't learn anything from reading the whole Exodus or hearing about what happened throughout the book of Exodus and them complaining and what it got them in, and God hears you regardless of if you're complaining or if you're worshiping or praising him, he hears you. So you don't have to complain. You don't have to worry. Just say, God, I need. Ask and you shall receive. Seeking you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open unto you. But just simply ask, God, I need this for the day. Like today, I was just praying for strength and wisdom for the day. That's all I need. I just need it for right now. I can't tomorrow. Who even said that there will be tomorrow? There may not be a tomorrow. So why even worry about that? Worry about the now and be present as much as possible. Like I was just praying to God, Lord, I need wisdom for today. God, I need strength for today. God, I need finances for today. And God will give you just exactly what you need. Like my son was complaining the whole way to piano. Sometimes he doesn't like to get up and go. He just wants to sit in the house. And I get that. It's Saturday. He's been at school all week. He just wants to relax. But I said later on you might benefit from having these piano lessons. You don't know what God can do through this in a later season. Right now it seems like, wow, that's so good. Right now it seems like this is unnecessary. This doesn't why am I doing this? This seems pointless. It's not even something that I enjoy doing. So why is it that I have to do this? So I totally understand that, because I even get in that place like, Lord, why are we even doing this? Why are we even going this way? This doesn't make sense. But that's why he says to lean not on your own understanding, because what he's doing in the now affects later. What he's doing in you now, because it's already, the thing about it, everything that you're worried about now is already mapped out. Everything that you are concerned about or worried about, God is already predestined for this thing to work out the way it's supposed to. It may not look like it to us because we are not in the spirit realm. We don't know what he's up there doing, but you have to trust and know that he is making a way out of no way. And he proved that to the Israelites over and over and over again, even when he told Moses to throw the wood into the water, because it was unclean water. It was bitter water. They called the water Mara, and it was undrinkable. But when God told Moses, he gave him instructions to throw the wood into the water so that they were able to drink. He was able to bring water out of a rock. Like God was performing miracle after miracle after miracle, and they weren't even receptive to it. They were just being like spoiled brats. Like God, at least back there, like we had it. And I found myself doing the same thing, even with Josiah. Like, God, why am I even doing this? This doesn't even make sense now. But it may not make sense now, but keep walking in what the Lord told you. Keep walking in what the Lord told you. Stay in alignment with him. Stay in step with him. Stay in your word, because even when you don't feel like it, because I sat here, like I have 30 minutes. Josiah goes to piano for about 30 minutes. And I could have spent this 30 minutes scrolling or doing what else. But I was like, Lord, I really need your wisdom today. I really need your strength today. So I got into my word. And though sometimes you don't feel like doing that, that is when direction comes in. That's when correction comes in. That's when God's like, let me get you all the way together right now. Because the thing that I was just complaining about, and the things that I was just, asking him for or complaining about, he spoke right through his word, saying that you don't have to worry. I will provide. I will provide. Man, y'all stay encouraged. Stay encouraged.